Why do so many people struggle to live past the age of 80? When we think about longevity, we tend to focus on the obvious culprits: poor diet, lack of exercise, smoking, or chronic illness. But what if I told you that some of the most powerful influences on life expectancy are far more subtle and often completely overlooked? Living into your 80s and beyond isn't just a matter of genetics or good luck. There are hidden forces at play, quietly chipping away at our health, independence, and vitality long before we realize it. Today, we'll explore 5 unexpected reasons that quietly shorten life, especially in older adults, and what we can do to protect against them. The first reason is social isolation. As people age, their social circles often shrink. Friends pass away, family members move, retirement removes daily interaction with co-workers. In time, many older adults find themselves spending most of their days alone. What may seem like a quiet, peaceful life can actually be a deeply harmful one. Numerous studies have confirmed that social isolation is not just emotionally painful, it's physically damaging. In fact, chronic loneliness has been linked to a 26% increase in the risk of premature death. The effect is comparable to smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. It raises the risk of heart disease, stroke, depression, cognitive decline, and even dementia. Being socially connected isn't just about having people to talk to. It's about engagement, stimulation, and being part of something greater than oneself. A meaningful conversation, a shared meal, a hug from a friend. These moments have profound biological effects. They boost immunity, improve sleep, regulate hormones, and even reduce pain. In the absence of connection, the body suffers silently. The second reason many older adults don't live past 80 is the loss of meaning or purpose. Work, family responsibilities, and lifelong goals often define our sense of identity. But after retirement, or after children are grown, many people struggle with the question, what now? This loss of purpose can be deeply unsettling. Without something to strive for or someone to care for, the days can start to feel empty. That emptiness affects more than just mood. It can be deadly. Research from institutions like the National Institutes of Health has shown that having a strong sense of purpose is associated with lower mortality rates. People who believe they matter, who feel useful or needed, live longer, even when controlling for physical health and financial status. Whether it's gardening, mentoring, volunteering, writing, or simply being present for loved ones, having a reason to get up in the morning is one of the most powerful life-extending forces we know. Without it, the body begins to shut down, even in the absence of serious disease. The third silent life shortener is chronic stress and inflammation. Most people are familiar with acute stress, the rush of adrenaline when something goes wrong. But chronic stress is different. It's slow, quiet, and far more damaging. For older adults, chronic stress can come from caregiving responsibilities, financial pressures, health concerns, or the anxiety of losing independence. Even seemingly small sources of worry, if persistent, can create a state of internal turmoil. This ongoing stress prompts the body to release cortisol, a hormone meant to help in short bursts. But when cortisol remains elevated for weeks, months, or years, it becomes toxic. It disrupts sleep, weakens the immune system, damages blood vessels, and increases inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation, in turn, is now known to be a major driver of heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's. Many older adults don't even realize they're stressed. They've simply adapted to the feeling. But their bodies haven't. That quiet tension, carried day after day, year after year, silently erodes their health from the inside out. The fourth unexpected factor is polypharmacy, or the use of multiple medications at once. In modern medicine, it's not unusual for an older adult to be on 5, 10, or even more prescriptions at a time. Each may be prescribed for a legitimate reason: blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, pain, sleep, digestion. But together, these drugs can interact in dangerous and unpredictable ways. Many medications, especially when combined, can cause fatigue, confusion, dizziness, falls, gastrointestinal issues, and even heart problems. These symptoms are often dismissed as signs of aging, when in fact they're iatrogenic, caused by the treatments themselves. Polypharmacy also increases the risk of hospitalization and death, especially when patients see multiple specialists who don't always coordinate with each other. Regular medication reviews, involving both doctors and pharmacists, are essential to ensure that each drug is still necessary, safe, and properly dosed. What helped at 65 may harm at 80. Finally, the fifth and perhaps most underestimated factor is frailty. Frailty is not a disease. It's a syndrome, a gradual weakening of the body's reserves. It includes physical weakness, low energy, slowed movement, unintended weight loss, and increased vulnerability to stressors like illness or injury. Frailty makes it harder to recover from minor health setbacks. A small fall, a short hospital stay, or even a cold can trigger a rapid decline. What makes frailty so dangerous is how quietly it develops. It often goes unnoticed until the person has already lost significant muscle, balance, or endurance. But frailty is not inevitable, and it's not irreversible. Resistance training, even with light weights or resistance bands, can rebuild strength. Balanced nutrition, adequate protein, hydration, and movement, these things matter enormously. But they must begin before a major health event occurs. Once the body is weakened, bouncing back becomes exponentially harder. In summary, most people don't fail to reach 80 because of dramatic events or rare illnesses. They fall short due to small, compounding factors that chip away at their vitality over time. Social disconnection, a lack of purpose, chronic stress, excessive medications, and unmanaged frailty. These are the quiet killers of longevity. The good news is that each of these can be addressed, not necessarily through medicine, but through awareness, community, and proactive care. Longevity isn't just about living longer, it's about living better, with dignity, strength, and meaning. And the earlier we recognize these hidden threats, the better our chances of enjoying a full and vibrant life, well past 80.